Starcatchers is Scotland's leading multi-arts organisation specialising in performances and creative experiences for babies and young children aged 0 to 5 and their parents and carers. We do a lot of community engagement work where we take artists into communities, into childcare settings, and the third strand of our work is about skills development. So looking at how we support artists but also how we support early years practitioners to develop their creative skills.
So we've known about Starcatchers' work for a number of years since they started, and very impressed at the quality of what they deliver. And in the Creative Learning Plan, which is a national plan, there is an element where we want to build the capacity of early years workforce to help understand and grow in confidence of delivering creative approaches to learning and teaching.
Is there a way to get some creativity into some of these?
To me, that's where the training came in. It was about saying, okay, so we've got all these policies saying creativity is good, the arts are good, play is good. How do we actually do that? So, worked with the Starcatchers artists, got them all together and said it's time to share your practice with early years practitioners. So it's not about going in and saying to early years practitioners, this is how you do your job, but it's about saying, so as artists, this is how we do our job. These are some of the ideas and techniques that we use, and then encouraging the practitioners to take it on themselves and find out the best way for them to use it.
That's literacy, that's numeracy, that's ticking the boxes, but it's how you do it.
As you become an adult, you have to always, everything's a bit more complicated and a wee bit more structured, and now that I'm on the course and having a chat with other practitioners who actually feel the same, you feel like you're like, I'm actually putting too much work into some things,
You've just said, I think, that creativity is part of what it means to be human.
Us adults often get really uptight, and we're focused on what needs to be done and what the schedule says and what the rules say. And the bottom line is that often those schedules and rules and our own tensions interfere with what children need.
As a team at work, we've all come to a kind of lull and needing new ideas. I mean, before it would just be like, oh, come on, let's do some song time. But it was more just, right, I'll calm the kids down so you can get lunches set up. Whereas if now it's like, who wants to do music time? And they're all like, me, me, me. Definitely, they're much more engaged and they're waiting for new songs.
I was in my comfort zone at some times, see for example by songs and everything. But by coming here, you kind of open your eyes to kind of broaden your horizons and my creativity as well. And there's always like the children in your class that they are more shy, so because their self-confidence is not that developed yet, which was priceless because it was the first time in 2 or 3 months that they've taken part in the activity, which was really good.
It's just a fantastic process because you can see how the parents and the children respond, and then you can think, that's good, and then you come back and talk to these guys, and then you get further ideas, and it just feels like it's really enlivening.
Strong goes the big bass drum, and listen to the hi-hat.
So my whole approach is very much that there's usually an early year setting, there's a lot of music that's already going on. So it's to kind of make people feel confident about what is going on is working. I've got an African song and a kind of fun interactive song called the Human Drum Kit. And then we're going to be playing a couple of games as well that show that you don't need loads of musical instruments in order to make music. So we're actually going to be forming a paper orchestra.
I always thought creative skills meant like the end product, what you've like made from it. I wasn't ever really thinking of music unless music playing an instrument or drama performing a piece. I can't play any instrument, and I panicked about when we started this, but even just something as simple as clapping is something you can put in everyday placement.
We're studying HNC early education and childcare, and it was really just a fantastic opportunity to just expand and basically taking creativity into the nurseries that we're going to be working eventually with once we're qualified.
Dogs. Sleepy, sleepy.
children at that age, in that age group, pre-5s, it's all about the play environment. So they learn so much. They don't have to be sitting down at a desk to be able to learn anything or take anything in. It's all about just experiencing lots of different things.
I think maybe we've been so used to having resources supplied for us that it's quite nice just to maybe step back as an adult and look at what the children are using things for and then see what they can be adapted into, so that children are really active participants in their environment, that are engaged and that they're responded to. The students here are really aware of that. They do a lot of responsive planning after Christmas, and it gives them the opportunity then to implement the activities that they've done at Starcatchers. They're very keen to introduce music, to introduce imagination and allow children to respond to elements of that.